Okay, we are live. If you can hear me, say something in the comment section. Let me know you can hear me. Okay, if you can hear me, if I'm audible enough, say something in the comment section. Good evening, guys. Welcome. Welcome. All right. All right. So as usual, we are going to wait till 7:35 before we start. Okay. So let's give people about 5 minutes to join. And amazing. Welcome, Sonny. Welcome, Sonny. Welcome. You're highly welcome. All right. So let's give people 5 extra minutes to join and we'll begin from there. Hope my audio is audible enough. Okay. Hope my audio is audible enough. Mr. Jacob, well done. Welcome. Welcome. I celebrate you. Welcome. Hope my audio is audible enough. If my audio is audible enough, type 111. Okay, beautiful. 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 Okay, so let's just give a grace for others to join and we'll commence immediately. All right. I apologize for not coming online yesterday. I came back very, very exhausted, so I couldn't just. Amazing. Prince Will, I can see you. King, Prince Will, I can see you. Okay, amazing. Thank you so much for coming around. Like I said yesterday, I came back very exhausted, so I couldn't host the training. But then we are here today and we're definitely going to have an amazing section, an amazing time together. All right, so go on the group chat and remind them why they should be here. Go and tell them to come. Go and drag anybody you want to drag. Okay, just go and copy the link and share it with them so they can join. All right, so we have 3 more minutes and we would go live. Okay, John Smith, welcome. I see you. I see you. I see you. I celebrate you. Welcome. Okay, welcome. 2 more minutes to go. Okay, we are almost going live. Icon Academy, I see you. Welcome. Welcome. Celebrate you for being here. All right. It's almost time. The next 2 minutes, we would begin. Okay. All right. So, um, today is going to be a very, very exciting, and I'm going to try to make it very, very brief so we don't waste so much time here, so everybody can focus on what they are doing. All right. So, let's get started. Okay. So today we're going to be talking about Trendline. Let me make my slides very, very big. Okay. So we're going to be talking about trend lines, how to draw and use trend lines to conduct excellent technical analysis. Okay, if you remember, on the first day, I was giving an illustration with the raining season. Yeah, I said it's not just enough for us to be in the months of in the months of rainy season. There are other confirmations you need to wait for. You need to look out for before you can accept that rain is going to fall on that specific day. All right. So the same thing happens in the cryptocurrency market too. There are certain confirmations you need to look out for before you begin to trade. Okay. The fact that you've learned about support and resistance, even if you know how to draw a perfect support and resistance, you are not permitted to trade with just the idea or just the knowledge of support and resistance. You need to look for other confirmations too, right? So trend length now is part of those confirmations I'm going to be teaching you, right? So the moment, welcome Enoch, I see you, right? So the moment you're learning about trend lines, the moment you've learned about support and resistance now, I'm going to begin to teach you how to merge the knowledge. Remember, I told you something about knowledge being structured. All right. So I'm going to teach you how to join both knowledge and begin to make good analysis for yourself. Right. I'm trying to take this training step by step. One links to another. So if you're yet to watch the previous video, watching this video is almost useless to you because the knowledge is built upon each other. Right. So it's 7:35 and we'll begin with the training immediately. We'll begin properly. Okay. So let us proceed now. What are trend lines? Okay, trend lines are diagonal lines that show the overall direction of the price movement of a crypto asset. Okay, they provide a path, a way, a route for which price can either advance or decline. Don't mind the big English, just follow me. Trend lines, though simple to draw, can be a sophisticated tool in any TA. Yet many traders undervalue it and try to rely on some complex tool for trading. Okay, Lizzie, I celebrate you. Welcome. Yeah, I was actually saying why I didn't come yesterday. I had a very busy day, very hectic day. So I came back very tired and I didn't want to bring low energy on board. So that was just it. Thank you so much for coming around. All right. So we're talking about trend lines. Now, I say trend lines provide the pathway. Okay, now let me just give you an illustration. Let's say you want to travel from your village to the city. Let's assume you went to the village for celebration for a festive period and you want to travel back to the city. You're going to agree with me that there's a route that you're going to follow. So for instance, inside car transport, okay, there's a path. You don't just start driving inside bush anyhow. No, there's a route you follow to go to that city. So then even in the crypto market too, price moves from one place to another. We're talking about support and resistance. We know that price move from one place to from point A to point B, right? But then in this movement happens in a pathway. Okay, so Trendline provides you with that pathway, just like the main road. Look at Trendline like the main road for which price action flows from one direction to the next direction. Okay, let's proceed now. When I was talking about support and resistance, I said support. You can see how I'm building upon what we have learned before. I see support and resistance is that place that price moves from support to resistance, support to resistance. There's an up and down movement of price action from one point to another. Okay, but then I want you to be very, very careful. When I'm saying price move from one point to another, people think that this is exactly what you go and see on the chart, this very straight neat line, zigzag, zigzag. It is not always straight like this. Rather, it looks like something like this. If you go on your chart, you're going to see it like this. If those of you that did the assignment, you're going to agree with me. After you drew your support and your resistance, this was what you're seeing. The price did not just move from point A, from the support to the resistance in a straight line. No, the price was going up and down. It was, in as much as it was advancing, it did not advance in a straight line. It was going up and down, up and down, up and down until it finally got to the support, to the resistance. And from the resistance to even as price was declining and going towards the support, it was not just going in a straight line. It was going in more like an haphazard manner. But can I tell you something? The idea of Trendline is going to help you to understand that this movement is not haphazard, right? Some of you might look at this chart and this my chart and be like, what's this? This thing does not make any sense. But then let us progress now. Look at, can you see the green line? If you can see the green line, type yes in the comment section. If you can see this green line that I just showed now, just type yes in the comment section. So you can see now that in as much as this price was looking like before in the previous slide, it was looking like a haphazard line. But now you're now seeing that it's actually providing like what a pathway for which price is using to ascend upward. Right? If you can see the green line, comment yes. Let me know you can see the green line and you're with me. Okay, amazing, amazing, amazing. This is beautiful. Thank you. I see all of you, right? Now you now see why I say trend lines provide the pathway. So you can see that in as much as price was moving from the support to the resistance, the trend line provided the pathway. The price will go up to come down and bounce on the trend line before it bounces up and go up again, come down, rest on the trend line. So it's always coming on the trend line to find a more like a comfort, a base before it continue. Just like traveling. Now, when you're traveling to your village on inside a car, at some point you need to get fuel before you continue. So when the price started moving, it moved, it went up, probably fuel on the finish now. Sorry for my illustration, but I'm just trying to make you understand. It will come down to probably get more boost before it will go up again. Once it go up again, it will not go higher than it went before. All right. So after it went higher before, it will need to also get fuel again. It's going to come down. So whenever it's coming down, it's always coming down to respect the trend line, which provided the pathway. Okay, the same thing happens with the downtrend. You can see it too. Even as the price is going down, you're not looking at it. This is no longer a haphazard arrangement. There's actually a science behind it, right? I know before now, some of you might not be able to see this trend line and see it didn't occur to you that this thing is happening on the street line. See, everything on the market is interconnected on the line. The moment you know how to use your line tool very, very well, right? You're going to see the connection in the market. Our entire planet, even the human face, is arranged. It's not just randomly arranged. The distance from your nose to your ears, from your eyes to your, they are all arranged very, very well. So that's how the market is too. The market is not just randomly arranged. No. If you have an idea of how to use your tools, you'll be able to make more meaning from the chart. Okay? So you can see how the tools, the trend line has provided a pathway for which price is either ascending or descending. All right? So this is exactly how it looks like on the chart. You can see it does not really, it's not a perfect situation. Remember when I was telling you about support and resistance, I said do not really expect a perfect situation. But then you can see how it is here. As much as the price was going up in the uptrend, it was actually respecting the trend line. The trend line was giving it more meaning. Okay, that is exactly how you also did on your charts too. Some of these structures, you need to train your eyes to see them. Although they can be very visible sometimes, other times you need to actually train your eyes to see them. Okay, so this is exactly what we mean by trend lines. Okay, so let us proceed now. Types of trend line. Okay, they are basically two types of trend lines that we have. We have the uptrend and the downtrend. Of course, market moves in only two directions, up and down. So for the fact that market moves up and down, that is the trend of the market. It can either be what, an uptrend or a downtrend. So these are the basic types of trend: an uptrend or the downtrend. Right now, they can be classified under macro and micro trend lines. Probably on the 4 hours, you can identify a bigger time, you can identify the general trend of the market, and probably when you go on your 30-minute time frame, you can also identify a smaller trend inside a bigger trend. So that's why I say we have macro and micro trend lines. Okay, but then the basic categorization of trend lines means it's either an uptrend or a downtrend. It's either the market is moving upward or is moving downward. All right, so let us proceed. This trend line, right, it's going to be easy for you to understand if you've actually paid attention to what we have done before, because it's like I told you guys, the knowledge is what is linked. Okay, so you can see how an uptrend is. The market is progressing. Now, as much as it's doing zigzag, it is progressing upward. Right? You can see the progression from a lower point, and then look at where it's what it is. It's more like it's climbing a ladder. Right? This is what we call an uptrend. Okay, so if you open your chart now, you're going to see that the market goes up and down, up and down. That is the basic movement of the market. By tomorrow, I'm going to be teaching you guys on market cycle. So you understand that this trend, the market will keep on going in up and down forever till eternity. That's what we call the market cycle. That is a powerful section on its own. And if you miss tomorrow's lesson, you're in trouble. So you need to actually make sure that you attend tomorrow's lesson, because you're going to learn how the market moves. The market moves in circle, right? So the moment you see one structure forming, know that even if it has done forming, just like a circle now, once it has done forming, it will come back again and start forming. So anything will go up will come down, anything that has gone down will go up, right? So that's how an uptrend forms. We also have a downtrend when the market is progressing downward. You can see the market will go up, come down and bounce, go up again, come down and bounce, go up again, come down and bounce. That is also how it is. No matter how it's doing up and down, the up and down movement is still cascading downward, right? So this is what we mean by downtrend and an uptrend, right? So if you understand me, type a 111 in the comment section. Let me know that you're getting me, and we'll proceed. Okay, this is going to be a very, very short section, because cryptocurrency, I'm trying to make it very easy to understand. When I was talking about task segmentation, what makes cryptocurrency difficult for people to understand is because they want to learn everything at once. But if you can follow me and I will teach you these things bit by bit, right, you're going to understand them. I can see as I'm teaching you, I'm also teaching you how to merge them, how to put together the knowledge to make more meaning. Okay, so type 111 in the comment section. Let me know you are hearing me. Okay, amazing. Lizzie Roland, I can see you. Michael, I can see all of you. All right, so let us progress now. See, this is a very, very interesting section, right? Now, part of a trend line, and this is where I want you guys to pay maximum attention. Initially when we started, what am I doing? Sorry. Okay, parts of a trend line. Initially, when we started learning how to use the trend line, when we started learning how to use the trading view, I gave you guys an assignment. I said you guys should draw for me a structure, and some of you just thought it was just a random thing that I gave you. But now you're beginning to understand that right thing I gave you was actually a trend. So the moment you make a mistake in drawing it, in as much as you see that drawing I did for that's how a trend line appears. So the moment there's a mistake in the drawing, it affects your entire analysis. So that's why you need to be very, very careful and pay attention to details. All right. So when I explain to you this part of a trend now, then you're going to understand why I did what I did in that first assignment. Okay. So when we say part of a trend, now regardless of whether it's an uptrend or a downtrend, all the parts are actually the same. Okay, look at it here. We have the uptrend and the downtrend. Okay, for the uptrend, the parts include the higher high. Please mark this one. I want to believe that all of you have with your notes here. The higher high, the higher low, the retracement, and the correction. These are the major parts of a trend, of an uptrend. Then for the downtrend, we have the lower low, which is I can represent it to the word LL. We have the lower high. I can represent it to the LH. We have the retracement and the correction. But before I go far, if you're yet to subscribe to this channel, do make sure you hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications. So because I will also start dropping good videos on my YouTube channel that would enable you learn cryptocurrency and a whole lot of amazing stuff. Right. So hit the notification subscription button, the icon now, until they call. But just subscribe to the channel. All right. So in the next couple of slides, I'm going to be explaining to you guys now this part, and I want you guys to pay maximum attention to it, because on the group chat now we begin to do fire by fire. So if you're not understanding what we're doing now, see, go to the group and be asking questions. Come to people in my DM asking questions every day. I'll respond to you. Yeah, so let us progress. Now, part of an uptrend. Remember, I said part of an uptrend. So we have the higher high, the higher low. Now, it's just normal English. What does higher high means? We have high. If something say higher high, it means a high past the previous high. Okay. So this is an uptrend. Now look at look at how I labeled it. If you cannot see the chart very well, like I said, go and change the setting of your YouTube video to high quality so you'll be able to see my screen very well. Okay, can you see the high? If you can see the higher high, type higher high. If you can see the higher low, type higher low. Or just type HH or HL if you can see any of them, right? So this is exactly how it looks. You can see the word, like I said, it's just normal English, higher high. Don't go and make things complex for yourself. The market, as the market is progressing, if it creates the first higher high, then the moment the next high that is created is higher than the previous high, then have to in the back of your mind that this market is ascending upward. Okay, amazing, amazing. HH, you can see it, powerful. All right, nice. All right, so yeah, now I understand that you can see it. Okay, so this means that what the market is advancing, because even though the market is going high, when the market is now, even if the market is coming down, it is not, the high is going to be, when it is coming down, right, it's going to be a higher low, because the previous low, the current low is higher than the previous low. That's what we call it, the higher low. You can see it's just on the chart there. The market is advancing to go up, yes, create a high, and then to come down and create a low. Then the next high that it will create will be higher than the previous high. And even when it is coming down, the next low to create to be higher than the previous low. That's what we call higher high and higher low. So when I say which market, which trend is characterized by creation of higher high and higher low, have it at the back of your mind. There's an uptrend. Okay, and then the moment as you're having a higher high, higher low, higher low, you don't mistakenly have a lower low. Then you should begin to signal that something is about to happen. If you go and study that chart I sent to you guys, I told you guys to draw in the first place, you're going to discover that before the trend, if you discover that chart actually show you that price fell at some point, you discover that before the price fell, something happened. The higher low was broken. Just go and observe it. Just go and observe that chart, and it's not that you make meaning with that thing I sent you in the first place. Okay, so that's how we do these things. The market is comprised of higher high and higher low. You can see it here. Then how is the downtrend? Downtrend is now the opposite, lower low and lower high. You can see the market actually it's actually falling, it's actually cascading. When the market go lower, remember the market does not just go down in a straight line. All right. So if the market come down, to come down small, do as it is going up, but if it's going up, now it's not going up back to where it came from. No, it's just going up a bit before it continue coming down. So that process of going back up, it's not going to create a higher low. After you create a higher low, it will come down, and then that down that's coming is going to be lower than the previous low. That's what we call the lower low. If you don't understand what I'm trying to say, take time, settle down, pick your book, draw it and label it yourself. Don't just assume that your eye is seeing and your ears understanding. No, pick a book and label it yourself. You're good, so you're able to understand this thing. Sometimes you might think you understand something, but when you come to reproduce, that's when you know that there's a problem. That is why some of you cannot reproduce any drawing I give you guys, because you guys don't even understand the information behind it. You think I'm just drawing, I just like drawing zigzag, zigzag. No, it's not just any random zigzag. I'm very, very intentional about making it higher, high, higher, higher, high, higher, low, or lower, low, lower, high. Okay, so this is how this is the first part of a downtrend and an uptrend. Okay, so let us progress to the next part. Okay, so now this is the retracement and the correction. These are the other parts of a trend. Okay, I want now pay attention to this particular part, because if you don't pay attention, you're going to make mistakes. Okay, so look at the retracement. Now, what does retracement mean? Now, just like the name reply, retracement, this is like a downtrend scenario, right? Look at what happened now. There was a downtrend. Look at where the price started from somewhere. It first started from somewhere. It went up to create a lower high. As the price was coming, now anytime price is coming back to relax on the trend line is what we call the retracement. Look at the red region I'm talking about. Is what we call look at it. Anytime price is coming back to the trend line is what we call retracement. Right? Then look at the correction. Anytime the price is leaving the trend line, is what we call the correction. So when the price is coming to bounce on the trend line, we call it a retracement. It is retracing. And when the market is, after it has bounced and is going up a bit to take a fresh air or to breathe, it's called a correction. So you can say the market is made up of retracement, correction, bounce, come down, it go up, come down, it go up, but it's cascading downward. So we call it the retracement and the correction. When the market is approaching the trend line, it's called the retracement. When the price is leaving the trend line to go and take a fresh air before it comes back, it's called a correction. Okay. Now the same thing happens with the uptrend too. You can pay attention to this. But when the market is coming back to the trend line, because anytime the market, you can look at the red and the green arrow. Please, can you hear me? Amazing. Yes, this is what's currently happening in BTC as of the date of recording this video. Please, can you hear me? I think I had a small network glitch. But are you getting the idea of retracement and correction? Type a yes in the comment section. Let me know you're getting the idea of a correction and a retracement. Okay. I just noticed I had a glitch. I don't know if you can hear me. Okay, amazing. Amazing, beautiful. Okay. Thank God that the network did not affect our this thing. All right, so this is just it. Correction and retracement. You can see the arrow there. Whenever the market is moving away from the trend line, not that it's moving away forever, it's just trying to take a breath before it comes back again and rest on the trend line before it continues. We call it the correction and retracement. So that's how the market moves. Correction, retracement, correction, retracement, correction, retracement, correction, retracement. Okay, now let me give you guys a scenario why it's very, very important to understand about trend lines. When we are saying maybe somebody wants to trade now, someone that have not attended any of this class I've done for you guys, someone that does maybe trading is all about luck and inshallah, you'll be like, and should they talk say price go fall from resistance, go support? Yes, price go fall from resistance, go support. The person will open a short position, meaning he's predicting the market is going to fall, right? But in the moment price falls small, no, let me go back so I'm able to make it. Let me go back to start. You see something. Okay, this is it. Let's assume that this person knows that price will fall from resistance to support, right? He opens a position. And then the moment price begins to fall, he's not happy. Agba, price is falling, though, I'm making so much money. But because he doesn't have the knowledge of correction and retracement, if the market begins to do a small correction, he will not think that, but this is not the purple, make I exit too. Not knowing that is just the normal thing, normal process. The market will not just fall in a straight line. So if you've agreed that, if you've done your analysis and discovered that price is going to fall, enter the market and hold your position. Because it's witchcraft to expect the market to fall in a straight line. Of course, there are very, very rare occasions, maybe when there's a huge pump or a massive dump that will just go in one straight line. Phew! But all things being equal, under normal market condition, the market will not go down in a straight line. So if you enter a short position now, you say, let price go down, let price go down. How at the back of your mind, there's not just going to, so it might be doing that as if it is coming down, and then it might want to go up small. That going up is not going up to go and take you or to go and hit your stop loss. The market is correcting. So after it's correcting and you have the knowledge that's going to still go back falling, so you're going to sit impatient. So now if you see somebody holding a position now, he's not holding it based on and Jamaica tell him that he should hold the position. No, he's holding a position because he has the knowledge that the market is going to come down in form of retracement and correction. So when the market is correcting, probably in a downtrend, when the market is correcting, he's not going to panic that the market is going back against him. No, he knows that it's just a normal market movement. The market is just going up to take a fresh air before it continues falling down. So you're not going to panic. But if you don't have this knowledge and you be any small thing, once the market begins to pump, I said this market go fall now. Why is my analysis going wrong? It's not going wrong. But you need knowledge to understand that this market is going to fall like that. Okay, if you just relate to this illustration I gave now, type a yes in the comment section, and you can relate to what I'm saying, and we'll proceed to the next session, which is how to draw a trend line. Okay. Okay, Lizzie, please. I think it's I don't know exactly. You just need to watch this video again. I don't want to repeat myself so that the video does not really look long. You just take your time in your private time, go through the video, and sure you're going to get better understanding. Okay, Crypto Talks, Timmy, I celebrate you. Thank you for being around. All right. So this is just how it goes. So we hold a position out of knowledge, not because of you enter it and start praying that Lord Jesus, no, please, it doesn't happen that way. Okay, so let's go to the next place. Next is now how to draw your trend lines. Of course, you can see the first step here, identify your support and resistance. So imagine if you're yet to learn about support and resistance, would you be able to draw your trend lines? No. Okay, identify key areas of value and connect at least 2 areas of value using your trend line tools. To draw support and resistance, we use our rectangle tool, right? But then to use our trend line, you're going to use your trend line tool. Okay, so let's just go so that you'll be able to, let's go so that you'll be able to see and see somebody's getting fire already. Amazing. All right, so let's go. Number one, first things first, identify your support and your resistance. Okay, so you can see that I've identified my support and my resistance. Now, the areas of value will not really, the areas of value you use to draw your trend line is not going to be the same areas of value you're going to use to draw your resistance. Support and resistance. Your support and resistance, you must have already drawn those ones. So now let's assume that this is already our support and our resistance. So based on what we're seeing on the chart now, we're expecting price to start going upward, right? But then we need to find the road we go follow. In as much as we know, say, price is going to go from point A to, let's say, the support is point A, the resistance is point B. In as much as we know it's going to go there, we need to find more confirmations to believe that through it is going to go there. Right? So the first thing you need to do in drawing your support and in identifying your trend line is to identify what the support and resistance. So you know, because it's going to help you know which road, which direction is most likely going to play out. Okay, so after you have done identifying your support and resistance, the next thing you need to do is look for areas of value. Of course, you can see my area of value. You can see that the area of value now is what is slightly different from that of the support and resistance. This time it's a diagonal area of resistance, area of value. Please, can you see if you can see the area of value, type AOV in the comment section. If you can see the area of value, type AOV in the comment section so you understand how we do it. Right? You can see after I want to actually confirm that price is going to move from my support to my resistance. So this is what it is. After you've drawn your support and resistance, type AOV in the comment section. Let me do that you can see the areas of value. Okay, see, don't be feeling sad if you're not understanding this now. Take your time and rewatch this video. Okay, we're also going to do practical sections in the group chat board. Amazing. Baba, now AOV, I say, not AOB. Thank you so much, Cletus. It's AOV. I don't know. I'm sounding nice one. Okay, you guys heard me. Aboli. Sorry, I can't pronounce your name, sir. But it's AOV, I said, okay? Okay, yes, you've corrected yourself. Amazing. All right, so you can see it now. So that's our area of what? Of value. All right, so what's the next thing to do now? Is to connect with your trend line. You can see how I've connected with my trend line. Of course, you know what your trend line tool is. If you know how to use your trading view, you should know where the trend line tool is. So you can see now that I've already seen the paths that the price is going to go for. Now, let me see who is thinking now. If you were to buy a cryptocurrency asset, will you buy now? Let's assume that yes, you're fully confirmed that price is going to go up. Now that let's assume that look at where the price is now. Will you buy there? If you were to buy now, would you buy there? Let me just see, yes or no. Would you buy there? Yes or no? Just let me know if you buy there. Let me just see. Okay, I can see the AOV coming. Please, I want to just ask a question. Let's ask that. You can see that we have the correction, retracement, correction. If you've identified, are you going to buy now that you have a correction? Exactly, beautiful. You're not going to buy now that you have a correction, because you have the knowledge that the price is going to come back and retest on the trend line. Oh my God, I love the fact that you guys are getting beautiful. Wow, wow, wow. Oh, I feel like I should start shouting, glory, glory. This is just it. You wait for it to come down, right? You wait for it to come down and let it come down and rest on the trend line. So once it come down to rest on the trend line, it's going to give you a much more better opportunity to make more profit. So this is how you trade with the trend line. So if you see us taking trade decision, don't think maybe we are just taking based on, no, a lot of people, but they think that for you to make money in cryptocurrency, but you need to catch the price immediately it's touching the support. No, sometimes it can be in as much as if you buy when it is touching the support, you're actually going to it's possible you're going to catch bigger gains, right? But can I tell you something? You cannot catch all the gain in the cryptocurrency market. So it's better you catch movements that you're very, very certain of. It's not enough to catch anyhow kind of movement and you be praying that God let you cannot sleep. Now, anybody had even now I didn't use my trend line number and I go and buy at the support, even though true to say the thing go pump back, my heart will be beating because I don't have other confirmation that the price is going to go up. But because I've identified my trend line, I already know that this thing I don't see enough reason to believe that it's going up. And I know that I've seen a correction. Since I already have my trend line, I will wait for a retracement. Let it come down and test. So I'm going to look for a buying position on that trend line. That's what we call a demand and supply zone. So the moment you now after you're done watching this video number, go and study about demand and supply. Okay, because demand and supply number will not teach you the exact place that the price will come back and retrace to. For the sake of time, we might not be able to do that particular one. That part we might not be able to cover that particular. That's why I say you should go and study. Just write it somewhere. Demand and supply zone. Go and study demand and supply zone. You're going to learn the degree of retracement. So if the price is retracing, it's going to show you, okay, if they retrace, at what point exactly is it going to retrace to before it continues moving? So when you understand the concept of demand and supply zone, of course, if you have your trend line, you can just wait for it to touch your trend line. But to get a better confirmation, to get a better entry, if you have the knowledge of demand and supply and your order block, it's going to be easy for you to know the exact price at which price is going to bounce back from. So you go and wait for. So even though the market don't they correct, don't they pump, let's say, go and wait for it and say, okay, shit, you go come down, come meet me. Then you wait for it at that particular moment. The moment it's coming down, pop, you enter your trade, and voila, you're in profit. That is exactly how we do these things. We don't spend so much time and we don't think too much about these things. All of this knowledge are interconnected. If you don't know about these things, you'll be thinking maybe we are just playing magic or but there is a science behind this thing, right? There's a science behind this thing. So that is it. So if you observe that the market is in the correction state, don't go and buy it, because if you go and buy, even as much as you know that, yes, do you know what funny thing about this place? If someone that will buy at this particular point, but the thing will still give out money, but it's possible that even at the thing, like I said, the market does not just go up in a straight line. So the moment he buy now, the thing will now begin to go down. You'll be like, oh God, which kind evil spirit? Opera don't go give me wrong update. Not knowing that he bought at the wrong place. But you that you have knowledge now, you're going to wait for the retracement before you buy. But someone that does not really have that will go and FOMO. You know what FOMO? FOMO means fear of missing out. You go and FOMO and go and buy there before you know. Even though the price is still going to go up, but since he bought at the correction level, the price will begin to go down first. He will begin to see red, loss. If he's someone that does not have knowledge, you now go and sell at a loss. And the moment he said, what happened, the price will begin to pump and begin to shout, village people, Opara afflicate me, Opara give me wrong update. Not knowing that it's lack of knowledge, proper knowledge of proper orientation that has sent him to the village. Okay, so that's why I want to get this particular community, right? We're going to have a long, exciting time together. It just happened that I'm going for NYC, and I know why I keep on saying, because I had that in camp. They know they didn't get like talk less of, so I will not be able to be in communication with you guys, but I trust you guys be able to use this information and give you guys now to go and look for more knowledge. Okay, so this is exactly how we use our trend. Of course, you can see it here. I already have my area of value. I have drawn my line, and this is just it. Now, if as you begin to become a master, you might not need to be using all of this circle. This is just for illustration circle. When I say she draw me a trend, I'm not going to start putting circle. No, I'm not trying to show you the areas of value that I was able to use to draw it. Of course, you're not going to see a perfect situation. You can see it's not a perfect situation. Okay, so this is exactly how it happens. So for a downtrend now, right now, if for a downtrend now, you're not going to buy at the point of retracement. You're going to buy at the point of correction. because you know you're looking for opportunity to buy higher so that you sell lower. That is how you make money in short trade. So when the market is retracing, you know go buy. You know, in the uptrend, you're going to buy only after the retracement. But in a down, because in an uptrend you're expecting price to go higher, so you wait for a retracement before you buy. But for a downtrend, now since you're expecting price to fall higher, fall lower, you're not going to buy on the retracement. You're going to buy when the market has corrected. Now I'm beginning to use our language now: retracement and correction. So if you don't understand the retracement and correction, watch this video again and again and again if possible until you understand it. So for a downtrend now, you buy when the market has corrected. You buy at the correction, that is at the lower high. You know, we have a lower high. So you buy at the lower high and wait for it to cascade downward, and you make sweet money. Okay. Okay, this order block, well, I like I told you guys now, order block is an entirely new concept. I honestly wish I'll be able to have time to do, but it's something that before I will teach you order block, you need to have covered. Order block is more like some of the things that you learn almost at the tail end of technical analysis. It's just for like entry and entry. These are the main things. So see, without order block, you can be making money. Let me be sincere with you. It was not long I learned about order block, but I've just that now order block is going to give you just like, okay, let me give you an instance now. Imagine they tell you to come to Abuja. They tell you to come to Abuja, but the only place you know is Nigeria, right? So if if you enter Nigeria, you're still within range. But where they sent you to is Abuja. So if somebody asks you now, where are you? If you answer that you're in Nigeria now, okay, they know you're close. But I don't you know where Abuja is. That's why you're not going to have precision of where it is. So other block is just like Abuja. It gives you an accurate destination of where price is going to go to. Okay, I honestly, it's easy to understand, guys. I know if I try to go to YouTube now, you might not really understand their linguists there, but I know that I can actually explain. I have my slides on it. But like I told you guys, this slide I'm giving you guys now is a slide I gave those I even paid for my mentorship section. Okay, but if time permits us, I'm not doing 10 times because I'll be traveling latest Sunday or Monday, so there would be no time to teach you other block. But probably from tomorrow, maybe for those of you that will see the need to join my mentorship session, I'm going to give you access to the videos and everything, so you're going to learn from them. Tomorrow, I'm going to give, I think I'll be releasing a discount or so, yeah? I don't know yet, but my team and I are planning, and then we might give a discount for my mentorship session tomorrow. That's after tomorrow's section. And it's going to be for a very, very few people. I don't want crowd. I'm trying to give you guys as much information as possible here, but for those people that will feel, okay, it's best that they get more knowledge from my mentor, fine. If you don't want to join my mentorship session, no wahala. You can see how I'm effortlessly telling you to go and study, because it's tasking to mentor people. It's tasking. All right, but then you can always go to. In fact, I can even recommend for you guys a video. Just that the guy will now go and speaking some English that you don't understand. But anyways, if you keep on practicing, if you keep on watching the videos, you're definitely going to understand it. So don't worry, Mr. Michael. The thing is, if you want to learn about it, like I said, you can see YouTube, or if you want me to tutor you, tomorrow I'm going to be giving a discount for my mentorship section, so you can join it, and then you can have access to the videos and you can learn. But then, if it's something you don't want to do, you can also always make reference to YouTube videos. Okay, so key pointers to using Trendlines, and would call it a day. Do not force it. You know, I've seen other people that are intending to draw trend line and they'll be trying to force it. See, sometimes, but the trend line will not come. It will not be a perfect picture. Okay, don't force it. Okay. Number two, don't fall in love with don't fall in love with your trend line. Just like we said, do not fall in love with your support and resistance. Do not fall in love with your trend line too, because a trend line will not hold forever. Don't worry. By this night, I'm going to drop an illustration how you can know whether when a price is beginning to go up, right? Maybe when the price is at the resistance, and maybe you already have your trend line. Since price at resistance, you know that price is going to fall. So another way you're going to confirm if the price is going to fall is that there will be a break in your trend line. Yes, it's just like now. You tell person to go to Onitsha, and as the person is going to Onitsha, he now follow a different road. The moment the person, maybe you know the road to Onitsha, or maybe let's say you send the child to go and buy bread for you. Maybe the road is to go through the left. And instead of the child to go through the left, the child is not going through the right. Then you know that this person is not going to buy bread for me. So that's the same thing with trend lines too. So it's another confirmation for you to know when the price wants to change direction. Remember, we say trend line is just up or down. So if the thing is not going up, if the road where the price they follow is not up, it is definitely down. So after you've drawn your support and your resistance, you've drawn your trend line, and you discover that price, maybe at the resistance, price now shifted from the uptrend, then have it at the back of your mind that true, that resistance is about to hold. because the price has shifted from the downtrend, from the uptrend, and is about to change course to the downtrend. I forgot to add that particular. I forgot to add that particular. I forgot to add that particular this thing, that particular slide here. I would have showed you guys how, but I'm going to share it on the group chat this night. So you see how you can know when price is about to change from an uptrend to a downtrend with the help of your trend line. Yes, the trend line can be very, very effective. All right. So that's how you do it too. Do not fall in love with your, because it can fail. You can have a perfect trend line. The price will come and be dancing on top, and you'll be like, this trend line will never break. Price is going to go to 100. You're playing. Because whatever goes up will surely come down. So how you know that it's going to come down is that the trend line will be invalidated. Go and look at that my structure that I gave you guys. You're going to say at some point there was an invalidation, right? And that invalidation will tell you, okay, about this trend line, price don't they change road, though. Make we change our bias too. So you switch immediately from an uptrend to a downtrend. You switch. But now another confirmation is, number one, you've identified that price is at the resistance. Number two, price has broken the uptrend. These two are some of the strongest confirmation you need. Open a short position and you're good to go. If you discover that price is at the support and price has broken the downtrend, see, change fast. It's trying to tell that, okay, I don't change road to go down, don't tire me. I want to start going up. So this time around, you're not just having a break in the trend line, you're also having the price at the support. So you can see a break in the downtrend and price at the support is enough confirmation for you to know that price is about to start going up. So this is how we put together these confirmations to make better meaning out of the chart. Okay. Higher time frame trend line are more reliable. Of course, like I told you, we have micro and macro trend lines. So on the 4 hours time frame, you can have a macro trend line. Tomorrow I'm going to teach you guys about market structure and market cycle. So you're going to understand what I mean by macro and micro trend, macro structures, time frames. So higher time frame. So if you draw a trend line on the higher time frame, is much more stronger and more likely to hold than a trend line on the lower time frame. Okay. There's a lot to this multiple. Remember yesterday we were talking about multiple time frame. Was it yesterday, the day before yesterday we were talking about multiple time frame analysis. Okay, it was on today's live stream. Okay, we had a live stream today. Sorry for those that could not make it, but we talked about multiple time frame analysis. So this is something that it's broad. Okay, but as I'm saying it now, it's best you just be taking note of things you need to learn, so you'll be able to use Google or YouTube or whatever things you do to learn. For those that want to join my mentorship session, fine. Okay. Trend lines are not 100% as seen in books. Be flexible with your imagination. Like I said, do not expect a perfect picture. Okay. And of course, the next one is what? Never trade against the trend. Because some people are very, very funny. Maybe when they see prices going uptrend, because of the price, because of the market is correcting. Not after a correction comes a retracement. So when they see the market retrace, they'll be like, the market on the dump. They don't know that it's just a small retracement. You do not go and, instead of them to wait to buy the market and take a long position, because of the small retracement, because they don't have an idea of trend line, then they not think that retracement is a dump. Nothing that is just a small retracement. They do not go and say they want to trade against the trend. Say, market, and you don't find it because of it's a retracement now. So they're going to say the market going to fall small. And before you know, to now bounce and go back and go and hit their stop loss. So never trade against the trend. If you've identified the trend and you discover that price is retracing or correcting, wait for a favorable position to buy. Remember, we said technical analysis teaches you when to buy, when to sell, and when to wait. So if you discover that you're in the point of retracement and you need to wait for a correction, wait. Okay, don't just be in a hurry to place a buy order. Okay, practice increase your accuracy and speed of identifying and drawing trend lines. There's nothing as powerful as this. Even till today, if I tell how many times I've opened my chart today, some people will be like, this guy now, waiting to happen. Sometimes as a trader, do you know one thing about the life of a trader? It's easy for people around you to think maybe you're not productive because you're one place. You're just looking at your chart, be like, this guy is not doing anything. But then if you're practicing, guys, you definitely get this thing. It's just like, okay, let's assume that you come to Jos Plateau State, for example, and they tell you to go and find the government house. Will you be able to find the government house by yourself? No. Even if they carry, if it's your first time coming to Plateau State, right? Even if they carry you to the government house first time, and then they bring you back to there to go, you won't be able to go. Even though you know the road, you'll be able to go. But if you go there 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, you'll be able to go by yourself. So it's the same orientation we have about life that you can apply in trading too. Just that a lot of people are now coming with a fraud mentality. They think maybe they can just come and learn cryptocurrency and practice for 10 minutes and then they'll get mastery. You are who they do that one. So that's just it. Don't just say, I've learned about Trendline now. You want to go and sleep, then you wake up and become a master. You are who they do that one. You have to practice. Practice will increase your ability to just open. Like I told you guys now, but if you look at some of my charts, you know, go see trend line. Okay, one of my favorite tools is the trend line and trend channel. Okay, if you look at my chart, it's easy for you to just see my trend line. But there are certain times I might not draw them. I'm not drawing them doesn't mean that I don't know that they are there. But because of my eyes have already been built to see them. Like this support and resistance, like those attending my live session today, they would agree with me that these days, but I don't draw my support and my resistance on my chart. So if you're looking at my chart, you might not see them there. So you might think maybe Opara no, they even use within the teachers. Opara is teaching us support and resistance, but it's not using it. But I'm using it. Just that my eyes has become so accurate that I don't need to use my tool to identify it on my chart. I can be able to draw it, and my eyes already have a picture of where it is. Just like I already have an imaginary ruler in my eye. Did I just get that ruler by chance? No, it was practice, practice, practice. Okay, I give them the illustration of when we were in primary school. When you started writing, that you learned how to write using there's a book we call the writing book. You know that writing, we has plenty line. The idea of all of those line is to help you make your writing very, very straight on it, for you to be able to know how to write on a straight line. Then as you begin to advance, I'm going to give you an exercise book that have bigger lines, right? So that adults will not be writing. So that, you know, some people, if you want to write, instead of to write on a straight line, they will be writing and then the writing will be facing upward. You must have seen those kind of people. Even you yourself, you must have seen it. That's why today, not so many people can write on the board. If you tell them to go and write on the board, they cannot write on a straight line. So the idea of all of those lines is to guide you. But then there's a way you become a master. Look at your teachers now. Does your blackboard have line? No. But they can write very, very straight. All right? So the fact that they don't have the line there does not mean that their brain already has an imaginary line drawing it for them there. So any child that thinks maybe he can just go and wake up one day and start writing, he's just deceiving himself. You have to start by using that writing book before you now progress into even writing on a plain sheet of paper and you still write straight. So that's sent with technical analysis too. So if you see me not using some tools, I'm not using the fact that I didn't indicate them on my chart does not mean I'm not using them. But my level of mastery has surpassed that level where I need to actively draw it. No. It's just like I already have a mental picture. Okay, this is where it is. So even if I'm drawing stuff, my mind is already fact picturing it. So that's how it happens. That's why I say sometimes it is easy for. Like this, why I say, boss, is it possible to change from long? Of course, that is the idea now. Do you want to just hold to a long? No. At some point, you need to change from long to short. If so, how? Okay, I'm going to teach you guys. I'm going to send this on the group chat now. Just ask this question on the group chat. Remind me this question on the group chat. Okay, so practice the only way you can become perfect. No, not perfect, but near perfect. Or practice makes for continuous improvement. All right, so this brings us to the end of the section. Of course, I won't leave this section without telling you guys to go to Renatio's YouTube session and sleep there. YouTube channel, go and sleep on his YouTube channel. If you're not understanding it there, do night browsing and be sleeping there. Download these videos and watch them. Watch it. Okay, let me give guys an instance now. Can you tell me on your 15th birthday, I believe you ate rice. Can you tell me the part of your body that grew as a result of that rice where you chop on your 15th birthday? No. You ate food yesterday. Can you identify for me which part of your body grew because of that food you eat? You won't know. But holistically, you are growing. So that's how knowledge does. So you might be watching a video, you might think you're not understanding it, but it is building up in you. So there's a day you might just wake up and be like, I don't sabi this thing, no. And you think maybe it's magic. It's not magic. It's all of those videos you've been watching that is adding up on you. So just as you cannot identify that food you ate 7 years ago, you cannot identify which part of your body that grew because of that food you ate 7 years ago. That is how you cannot identify the exact addition of knowledge you got by watching a next video. So if you watch it 10 times, there are 10 times deposit of information in you. So it is all adding up, right? Look at it there. The name of the YouTube is Reynatio. Look at under this my thank you. There's one thing, Rayner, Reynatio. I don't stop talking about it because the guy is good. He would help you understand this things very well. Although he takes very, very basic things, but like I told you, the basic things are what works till today. Okay. Then another place you need to also go to what is babypips.com. That one is a website. That's the place you even need to go, and even if you want to even learn very well, go to that place. They use very, very simple terms to explain this stuff. Very, very simple terms. So go there and go and study. Don't come and be saying you cannot afford mentorship, so that's why you're not growing. You're deceiving yourself. That's why I laugh so much at people that will come and tell me, "Sir, please mentor me. I don't have money to pay for. You don't have money. What I'm giving you, am I asking for any money from it? Because even if you join even if I give access to my mentorship session for free, you still not go practice. If you don't have the determination to practice by going through these free resources, you know, if you study mentorship materials, there are people that I gave free access to. I removed them from my group because it was just that initial gara. They were feeling so motivated. I found the mentor that will save my life. Papa is going to save my life. At the end of the day, they were just capping. So that's why if you come to me and say, "Sir, mentor me," I beg, if you want me to mentor you, if you want me to give you my time, you need to pay for it, right? So don't feel it. Don't be thinking maybe yes, you need a mentor at some point, but if you don't have the money to pay for mentorship, there are people that I know that are, you see me last number. I'm a self-taught person, although I paid for training at some point, but I know the investment I did. That's why it was easy for me to grow with a mentor, because I know the deposit of information of knowledge that I've consumed. So even the mentor at the point they feel like, why this guy even come to me? This guy is not like, but I just humble myself. Okay, teach me what you know. I paid for a class. Maybe I already have a book I wrote on cryptocurrency. But when I paid this guy started teaching me from the basics. I was just like, I said, look at me. I just like person who don't go university, come humble yourself, come back, play class. But I know what I was looking for. I humbled myself and sapped from his wisdom. But that was after I've already gotten my own exposure. So if you're thinking maybe it's a mentor that will save in this life, you're in trouble. I say, okay. What did she say? So when to wait is when market is retracing. It depends on the uptrend or the downtrend. It depends on which trend you are. Okay. So if you're an uptrend, you wait for a retracement before you buy. Because retracement is when it is coming down to the trend. Remember, in an uptrend, you wait for the retracement before you buy. But when the market is now falling, you wait for a correction before you buy. Don't worry, I'm going to go on the group chat and I'm going to give you guys some assessment, and you guys would respond to it. Okay, so this brings us to the end of the section. I want to believe you got value for your time. Just drop some fireballs, and we're going to call it a night for today's session. Okay, drop some fireballs, and yeah, we'll be done with tonight's section. Okay, my eyes are on the section. Okay, Umar say we're going to miss you, boss. I'm going to go. Yeah, if you miss me, don't miss your chat. You have your chat. I'm not here to make you to miss me. Miss your chat, please. Okay, so make sure that you stay with your practice. Now, don't give me joy, but maybe when I come back from service, I'll just see you guys are dropping some mad setups already. Eunice, please now. It's not only that I have the session. Don't burn it down, please. Shalom, I see you. I celebrate you. You're welcome, sir. It's always a honor to share the little that I know. Mr. Michael, I celebrate you too. Thank you so much. Emmanuel Umar, thank you. I celebrate you. Thank you so much for being Victor. No, they overdo now. I say drop one fireball. You don't go pack. So which one will you use on WhatsApp now? You don't finish your fireball for here now. Thank you so much. Sunny, thank you so much. I celebrate all of you for being here. Okay, we had a good number today. And thank you so much. Jeremiah, sorry, I said Jeremiah. Thank you so much for being around. Crypto Talks with Tim. Thank you so much for being around. Thank you so much. Okay, I trust. Like I said, if you don't understand it now, you can always make reference to the video and gain more value. Okay, handyman, I celebrate you. Thank you so much for being around. Okay, so we're going to call it day here and see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be the last session, and of course, I'm going to give a bonus to those that want to join my mentorship section. All right, so good night, guys.